Choreb Beruach, Sword of the Spirit. Interpreted and narrated by Wendy. BeRashit, Genesis, chapter 43. And the famine was sore in the land, and it came to pass, when they had eaten up the grain which they had brought out of Mitzrayim, their father said to them, Go again, buy us a little food. However, Yehudah spoke to him, saying, The man solemnly protested to us, saying, You will not see my face, except your brother is with you. If you will send our brother with us, we will go down and buy you food. But if you will not send him, we will not go down. For the man said to us, You will not see my face, except your brother is with you. Then Yeshariel asked, Why did you deal wickedly with me, to tell the man you still had a brother? So they answered, The man specifically asked of our state and of our kindred, saying, Is your father still alive? Have you a brother? And we told him according to the tenor of these words. Could we have certainly known that he would say, Bring your brother down? Moreover, Yehudah said to Yeshariel, his father, Send the lad with me. Then we will arise and go, that we may live and not die, both you and us, also our little ones. I will be a surety for him. Of my hand you will require him. If I do not bring him to you and set him before you, then let me bear the blame forever. Except for we have lingered, surely by now we would have returned a second time. Therefore their father Yeshariel said to them, If it must be so, now do this. With your vessels, take of the best fruits in the land, and carry a present down to the man, a little balm and a little honey, spices and myrrh, nuts and almonds. Also, take double the money in your hand, and the money that was brought back again in the mouth of the sacks. Carry it in your hand again. Perhaps it was an oversight. Moreover, take your brother and arise, go to the man again. And may El Shaddai give you mercy before the man, that he may send you away and your other brother, and Binyamin. If I am bereaved, I am bereaved. Therefore the mortals took that present, and they took double the money in their hand, and Binyamin. Then they rose up and went down to Mitzrayim, and they stood before Jusep. And when Jusep saw Binyamin with them, he said to the ruler of his house, Bring these mortals home, and slay, and make ready, for these mortals will dine with me at noon. So the man did as Jusep bade, and the man brought the mortals into Jusep's house. And the mortals were afraid, because they were brought into Jusep's house. And they said, We are brought in because of the money that was returned in our sacks from the first time, that he may seek occasion against us, and fall upon us, and take us for bondmen, and our asses. Therefore they came near to the steward of Jusep's house, and they communed with him at the door of the house. Then they said, O sir, indeed, we came down at the first time to buy food. And it came to pass when we came to the inn, that we opened our sacks, and behold, every man's money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight. So we have brought it again in our hand, and we have brought down more money in our hands to buy food. We cannot tell who put our money in our sacks. Therefore he said, Peace be unto you, fear not. Your Elohim and the Elohim of your father has given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money. Then he brought Shimaun out to them. Furthermore, the man brought the mortals into Jusep's house. Then he gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave their asses provender. And they made the present ready until Jusep came at noon, for they heard that they would eat bread there. And when Jusep came home, they brought him the present, which was in their hand, into the house, and bowed themselves unto him to the earth. Then he asked them of their welfare, and said, Is your father well, the old man of whom you spoke? Is he still alive? And they answered him, Your servant, our father, is in good health. He is still alive. Then they bowed down their heads and made obeisance. Moreover, he lifted up his eyes and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son. And he asked, Is this your younger brother, of whom you spoke to me? Then he said, Elohim be gracious to you, my son. However, Jusep made haste, for his bowels did yearn upon his brother, and he sought to weep. So he entered into his chamber and wept there. Furthermore, he washed his face. Then he went out and controlled himself, and he said, Set on bread. However, they set on for him by himself, and for them by themselves, and for the Mitzrayim, who ate with him, by themselves. For the Mitzrayim could not eat bread with the Aibarim, because that is an abomination to the Mitzrayim. Then they sat before him, the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his youth. And the mortals marveled, each man to another. Also he carried to them a portion from before himself. But Benjamin's portion was 5 times as much as any of theirs. Thus they drank and were merry with him.